That's it, guys. Gasoline's up over $5 a gallon on average in the United States right now. Let's take a look. The jump in gasoline prices means households are spending about $160 more per month on fuel than they were a year ago, which is pretty nuts when you start to think about that. For your average person, say somebody that's making somewhat close to minimum wage or even above, that's rough. It was $3.07 a year ago and currently sits at $5. This is the craziest part to me. The average price is about 65 cents higher than a month ago. In 1 month, 65 cents. I don't think we're far away from the highest prices, said Patrick DeHaan, head of petroleum analysis at GasBuddy. I don't think it would eclipse 550. I would say 525 is the top, but again, the market is unhinged. I don't think 525 is the top by any means. I think we're looking $6 or $7 by the end of the year. No problem at this rate. Why would it slow down unless people stop driving? Or, again, the government actually does something. But right now, there's not a lot going on of actual stuff. Remember that article that I referenced yesterday? Exactly. I just don't think that they're really doing much to actually stop this. The question is, how is more supply going to come online when leases have been shut down towards the beginning of the year? Keystone XL has been canceled and shut down. There's a bunch of other projects that have been canceled and shut down. But I want to ask you something as far as investing in stocks. What do you think's been performing well over the last quarter? Well, you got basic materials, communication services, consumer cyclical, consumer defensive, and then look, you got energy, oil, and gas. Now, this is something that I've referenced multiple times. These are my focuses around inflation because if I'm going to trade something that I think is going to do well, I'm going to look at these types of companies. Even though a lot of these were down yesterday, these are going to continue to do well as those prices go up. Which again, if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, I harp on this extensively that sector performance, energy, and equity REITs tend to outperform. The probability of beating inflation is to the right of the graph. And then you have the overall average 12-month inflation adjusted return on the vertical. So again, energy and equity REITs are the highs. Consumer staples have a good opportunity. Utilities, I like precious metals and minings as kind of my outlier a little bit due to the fact that I like the returns there, and I've actually done really well with some miners recently with the high inflation. So for me, that's where my focus is going to continue to be, is look at the companies that have done well during this time, because I think energy in general right now is under a lot of stress. Customers are paying a lot more for energy in general. In my local area, there have been power plants that have been affected by different regulations and some shutdowns locally, that type of thing, to where my energy bills are going up. So it only stands to reason that those are the companies that are going to potentially do well, the remaining ones, because they're able to charge higher prices, and they're having to because they're providing more and more energy to more and more homes. You've got gasoline prices going up, and that demand through trucking, supply chain issues, all those types of restrictions that are taking place on the economy right now are going to benefit them. Eventually, though, if this is the beginning of the recession, which I personally believe it started, again, I'm no economist, take me for whatever you want as far as either dismissing that entirely or not, but I don't think this economy is booming at all. I think we're at the start of the recession. I think it's already begun, and it was an inevitability due to actions of the Fed, due to the last couple of years with the pandemic. All of those factors fed into this. But then now you still have companies not doing well, inflation's out of control. And I honestly believe that, we're on the verge of a significant recession, if not depression. And I'm not trying to be ridiculous. I'm just giving you my thoughts and my position based on what's going on, because this confluence of factors, you got to admit there's more going wrong than is going right. And I don't think that's just framed by the media. I think your average person feels that way right now. What are your thoughts, though? I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. In the meantime, these are the sectors I'm going to focus on as far as investing goes. Comment down below. Are there any specific names that are attractive in energy, uh, raw materials, and mining that you personally are looking at? I'd be interested and would love to do a video kind of analyzing some of those companies. But, anyways, thanks so much for stopping by. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye.